Hey Lakers Nation! Laker Lou back, and we've got a trade idea floating around that is absolutely crazy, but it could land us the big man we desperately need. We're talking about a bold three-team trade proposal that would bring Brooklyn Nets center Nic Claxton to the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the kind of move that could finally solve our front court issues and perfectly complement Luka Doncic. Let's set the scene. It's become crystal clear what the Lakers need to truly compete for a title, and as Anthony Davis himself pointed out before the trade that brought us Luka Doncic, it's a reliable center. AD prefers playing the four, and while the Luka trade was a massive success that gives us our superstar for the next decade, it didn't solve the center problem. In fact, our playoff exit against Minnesota highlighted that need even more. We've got big questions this offseason: LeBron's future, Austin Reeves's contract, but the biggest hole is definitely the center position. Remember, we even tried for Mark Williams after the Doncic trade, but that fell through due to a failed physical. Now here's the wild proposal from Brett Siegel over at Clutch Points. It's a three-team deal. The Los Angeles Lakers would receive center Nic Claxton. The Brooklyn Nets would receive forward center Maxi Kleber, forward Simone Fontecchio, center Paul Reed via sign and trade, and a complex package of future draft picks including a 2028 first-rounder, the most favorable of LLDT to BKN, a top 5 protected Lakers first-round pick, and multiple second-rounders. The Detroit Pistons would receive forward Rui Hachimura. So, in essence, the Lakers would send out Rui Hachimura, Maxi Kleber, and several draft picks to acquire Nic Claxton. What does Claxton bring to the Lakers? A lot of what we need. He's just 26 years old and is a fantastic rim protector. This past season, he averaged 10.2 points, 7.4 rebounds, and importantly, 1.1 blocks per game. He's athletic, runs the floor well, and would be a fantastic partner for Luka Doncic in the pick and roll and as a lob threat. Analyzing this trade, the key for the Nets seems to be getting draft assets and using Rui Hachimura's expiring contract, worth $18.2 million, to make the salaries work and potentially involve a third team like Detroit. Siegel points out that Detroit, who showed growth this past season, could use a player like Rui for forward depth, especially alongside Tobias Harris. It's a creative way to get the pieces where they need to go. Projecting the consequences, if the Lakers could pull this off, it would be a game changer. We'd finally have our long-term answer at center, a defensive anchor who fits perfectly with Luka's offensive genius. While everyone might be dreaming of bigger names like Giannis, a trade for a player like Claxton is much more realistic given the assets the Lakers actually have. This move would make us significantly tougher and solidify our core for a championship. Push! All right, Lakers faithful, this is a big one. What do you think of this wild three-team trade idea for Nic Claxton? Is he the center the Lakers need? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. And if you want to stay locked in on every single Lakers trade rumor, draft possibility, and all the off-season action, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel right now. Don't miss a single update. Thanks for hanging out. And as always, let's go Lakers. What's going on, Lakers Nation? Laker Lou here, and we've got to talk about the biggest, wildest dream scenario that's popping up in NBA circles right now. Could the Los Angeles Lakers actually put together a trade package for the Greek freak? Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is the kind of news that makes your heart pound. With the Milwaukee Bucks having an earlier-than-expected playoff exit, there's buzz that Giannis could potentially be available this offseason. And guess what? The Lakers are in desperate need of a big man. And while Giannis isn't a traditional center, he brings incredible positional flexibility. He can do everything you need from a big, rebound at a high level, protect the paint, and be a proven lob threat. Adding him to pair with Luka Doncic, that's the stuff of legends. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. What would it take for the Lakers to even get in the conversation? Giannis makes over $48 million a year, so matching that salary is the first hurdle. This means the Lakers would likely need to include multiple significant contracts. The analysis suggests we'd probably have to say goodbye to Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, two players who are on good contracts and entering their prime. On top of that, we'd likely need to include Maxi Kleber and Gabe Vincent to get close to the salary figure needed. Beyond the salaries, the Lakers would need to include assets. We'd probably have to part with our promising young prospect, Dalton Knecht. Even though he had a minimal role this past season focused on winning now, he still has considerable potential as a shooter and shot creator. Here's where it gets tough. The Lakers are limited on draft picks. We can likely only include our 2031 first-round pick, which honestly might not have huge value because with Luka Doncic on the team, it's hard to imagine us being in the lottery that far out. Maybe we could include the 2026 first-round pick as well, but that's about it for first-rounders. Analyzing this package, let's be real. The Lakers' offer likely won't be the most competitive on the market. Other teams will have more draft picks and potentially more high-upside young players to offer. So, projecting the future, is this trade likely? The analysis says it's highly, highly improbable. The only way it seems remotely possible is if Giannis explicitly requests a trade specifically to Los Angeles, and the Bucks are willing to honor his loyalty over getting the absolute best package. But, if by some miracle it did happen, adding Giannis Antetokounmpo to a team with Luka Doncic would instantly make the Lakers overwhelming championship favorites. The sheer talent and versatility would be unmatched. It's a long shot, Lakers fans, but it's fun to dream about the possibilities. All right, Lakers Nation, let's get crazy. What are your thoughts on the Lakers even trying to trade for Giannis? What would you be willing to give up? Drop your opinions in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on every single wild trade rumor, draft possibility, and all the off-season moves, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel right now. Don't miss a thing. Thanks for dreaming big with me. And as always, let's go Lakers.